Hello and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on the UBC Lunchtime News with me, Wadulo Mark Arnold. It is the 26th day of November 2021 and we're glad that you have joined us. We now give you the Lunchtime News in detail. To start off, the State Minister of Urban Development, Obiga Kania, has officiated at the groundbreaking ceremony of upgrading of Lopeduru and Jai roads in Moroto municipality to bituminous standards. The 7 billion shillings road is a Uganda support to municipal infrastructure development program funded by the World Bank.
Minisita Mubeze ebyankulaakulana n'ebibuga Obiga Kania alambudde projekiti ez'okuzimba enguudo
Experts on energy have advised government to promote smart renewable energies to solve the problem of energy deficit, which is becoming a threat to the environment. About 90% of the total primary energy consumption is generated through biomass, with very low levels of solar energy utilization. Now, currently, only 26.7% of the total population has access to electricity.
nga zino ziwaza obuwanvu bwa kilomita obutuntu na 3.7.
Bulambuli District Health Officer Dr. Mohammed Mulondo is in police custody for constructing a district hospital pit latrine without a hole at 30 million Ugandan shillings and renovating a hospital with mud and iron sheets at a tune of 70 million Ugandan shillings. Minister of State for Economic Monitoring in the Office of the President, Peter Ogwang, ordered for the arrest of the officer after discovering some luminous ingoing government projects in the district. Now these are the details.
Police in the Bulambuli district have arrested the district health officer, Dr. Muhammad Mulondo, for causing government a loss of 100 million shillings after he constructed a district hospital pit latrine without a hole at 30 million shillings and renovating a hospital with mud and old iron sheets at a tune of 70 million.
How can you do renovation with old iron sheets at 70 million? Building a bedroom for DH Bulambuli, how do you spend 70 million? And using mud, and you plaster very well, you know they are too plastic. They said we have put 30 million in the toilet. We have inspected the toilet, it is not there. They have built bricks around to show that there is a toilet, but to go there is no hole.
It is reported that district health officer personally carried out all these projects without approval of the district council and hospital health committee.
At the end of the 2016 financial year, UNICEF gave us 70 million shillings towards UNICEF activities. But what he did, within 2 days, the end of the financial year, he accounted for the same money. I had already spent it within 2 days without the approval of council. And it was very clear. So any additional funds must go through supplementary budget, which was not done. So he used this money as an individual.
Politicians believe that abuse of public funds by the technical team at the district level is one of the key factors why NRM government is not scoring highly in Bugisu.
I've said it's quite a number of issues that we have seen and they are so perturbing. Petrolatrine costing 30 million shillings and you say it's completed when it doesn't even have a single door. Does it make sense to an ordinary Ugandan? That's why you say at the end of the day when we come for votes, people complain and blame NRM party as having not worked. And yet we have already started, we are given the mandate on 12th May. of 2021. We have a mandate of 5 years to prove to Ugandans that NRM is still strong. But how shall we prove to Ugandans that NRM is still strong when the people interested with the resources on behalf of Ugandans are not doing the right job?
Those who try to fight against the misuse of public funds, however, are being threatened by the technical people.
Yeah, my life is in danger. I've told that one, the Honorable Minister Gwang. I've told my supervisors, I've told the RISO, but I'll not, I'd rather die a clean man than dying a dirty man. I'll die on a job.
Minister of State for Economic Monitoring in the Office of the President, Peter Ogwang, warns public servants against playing with taxpayers' money if they still love their jobs.
If you've been playing around, your days are numbered. And today, when we find you capable, just prepare that you will not remain in the service. I can guarantee you. Yes, I can guarantee you. You see those officers, you think they're here to do nothing. Stand up and find they're here. You think they're here to do nothing. You've been playing with the districts. Here we are. And on top of that, we have prosecutors also in the same team. We have engineers in the same team. We have auditors in the same team. Where are you going?
Mutonyi Helda and Joseph Oko, UBC.
Furthermore, the government of Uganda, through the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, has committed to support homegrown digital solutions and innovations to substitute imported technologies. This pledge was revealed by the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Baryomonsi, while touring the government ICT hub in Nakawa.
From exporting casual labor to the United Arab Emirates, government of Uganda assured the Ugandan ambassador to the UAE that the country is building energies to start exporting experts through supporting younger innovators.
To provide space for all those people, young and old, who would want to put the skills, the knowledge, the competences they have acquired into action.
Because most of the youths we have in this country cannot go to Europe or cannot go to UAE. They stand here and remain jobless. But when companies out there are looking for the jobs, so our ambassadors are going to play a big role in marketing our country, in showing the potential that we have.
ICT and National Guidance Minister Dr. Chris Baryomonsi has assured younger innovators of government's support towards provision of necessary resources to incubate their innovative ideas. This intends developing new technologies to compete favorably with imported digital drivers.
Ugandans, especially young people, to innovate and come up with these solutions. And as we move forward, we shall be providing most of the homegrown solutions without necessarily resorting to importing some of these.
Uganda, which is the second to Niger in Africa to be a young population, needs such innovations. That's why every country is creating such facilities.
The Ministry of ICT and National Guidance is building synergies for proper ecosystem towards supporting startups. This will be enhanced by Ugandan ambassadors across different countries to attract investors.
We have created a channel where they can come and access us. We have created a channel that protects both our youths who are employed and the companies that are coming to employ them. Because as we do this, as people work online to do jobs out of this country, they need things like affordable internet, policies that protect them.
Some innovators who have gone through this innovation hub are hailing its relevance in promoting young innovations and attracting trust from investors. The government of Uganda, through the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, adopted the idea of establishing ICT hubs as a mode of incubating younger innovation ideas into commercialized ventures. Abdul Nasele Lubwama, UBC News.
Failure to dialogue between political actors, especially the opposition and ruling government in Uganda, has been attributed to lack of trust, consensus, and serenity. Now, while launching a report on effective governance and partnership systems for national development by Ugandan National Academy of Science at Serena Hotel in Kampala, The chairman Elders Forum, retired Justice James Ogola, said that if those who govern do not stick to their mandate and betray the trust, things always go wrong.
A few months ago, Uganda National Academy of Sciences embarked on a survey to discover why people do not trust as a society outside their homes, community, their government, and why they are skeptical to pay taxes to the state. The report from the survey that aimed at coming up with recommendations on how to build the nation through effective governance indicates that the biggest reason for loss of trust among the population is the country's historical precedences like coups and wars.
If you think of the present, we have a constitution that exists mostly on paper, but does not exist in terms of our national ethos, because it can be amended freely and willy-nilly. So the present is also uncertain.
Findings in the report show that Uganda has a long legacy of broken promises.
Our leaders are human, yes, but they struggle and have struggled to figure out how to distribute resources, facilitate social cohesion, and forge new ways of being more equitable and just.
Accordingly, trust requires a space for shared vulnerability, willingness to learn and focus on shared problems.
Another development must have consequences that inspire us to action. We must open our hearts to trust with compassion and humility. However, we are all vulnerable in different ways.
The chairperson, Elders Forum, retired Justice James Ogola, says one reason dialogue would fail is lack of trust in those governing the country, which he terms as a deficit of trust.
And if that trust is betrayed, then things go wrong. Contract cannot hold. The understanding cannot work. The governorship becomes a big problem. Things break down. There's a need to build, to rebuild, restore relationship. And that's
this report targets to benefit leaders like legislators, community leaders and those at both district and national levels because it will help them succeed in their various roles. I'm Nafka Farida in Kampala.
The Advocates Coalition for Development and Environment, ACOD, has released a study that assesses government costed budgetary interventions in accordance with environmental management. Now, this report urges government to subject all its COVID-19 recovery measures and packages to a natural capital implication assessment in order to achieve holistic recovery. And the details are in this report. According to the 2020 Water and Environment Sector Performance Report, the COVID-19 lockdowns triggered a reduction in nitrogen concentrations across the country by 41%. This thesis is what this research hinges on to justify a holistic approach to environment management.
This report has come timely at the right time to direct our thinking, and when we are planning and budgeting, it should take care of the impact of the pandemic on the different sectors of environment and natural resources.
This report by ACOD represents an analysis on the extent of mainstreaming natural capital in Uganda's COVID-19 recovery packages.
And in this report we do recommend that the government of Uganda should subject all its COVID-19 recovery measures and packages to a natural capital implication assessment so that we ensure a holistic recovery which addresses the needs of the environment, the economy, and society.
Especially during lockdown, we had cleaner air, we had less congestions on our streets. We must prioritize, especially now that we are thinking about building back better. How can we have the environment at the heart?
It is part of a global study on nature-based recovery that includes Brazil, France, India and Uganda in partnership with the Green Economy Coalition. Wadulo Arnold, UBC News. We'll now take a short commercial break and return after these messages. Stay tuned.
These days, our homes are no longer just the places we live. It's where we attend meetings, go to class, keep each other safe, and entertain ourselves. To do this smoothly, you need a reliable internet connection. Connect your home online with MTN WakaNet Max, a fast and reliable home internet solution to power your streaming, gaming, online classes, work, and CCTV security cameras. The MTN WakaNet Max starter kit comes with a free 4G router, SIM card, and 35 GB bundle with no validity, all at 245,000 Uganda shillings. Visit any MTN service center to sign up.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
It's the festive season and we love it. And that means it's time to celebrate with GoTV.
Come with me.
So get your GoCoder and GoTV value for 25,000 shillings to watch with the whole family. And if you're feeling extra festive, upgrade to our best package yet, GoTV Super.
Something to look forward to.
Download the My GoTV app for more information.
Super.
We all deserve a super festive season. And with GoTV, there's every reason to love it.
Raising voices.
As a mother, my children depend on me to make this world a safer place for them. I'm not afraid to act when I see violence in the home and in my community. I promise to talk to my neighbors and friends about how we can nurture and protect the children.
In this time of COVID, what is your promise to the children of Uganda? Because a violence-free childhood is everyone's right. Raising voices.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*5#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Lunchtime Edition. Now, in more news, the African Union mission in Somalia strongly condemns the cowardly attack on Thursday morning in Mogadishu that killed and injured members of the public, including school children. At about 7:30 a.m., a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device exploded in Hodan district near a school, killing and maiming students, other innocent civilians, and destroying property. There was no AMISOM convoy at the scene of the attack or its environs at the moment of the explosion, and no AMISOM assets or personnel were impacted by the blasts, as Al-Shabaab falsely claimed. Initial reports indicate that the explosion targeted a private security company. We condemn in the strongest terms this cowardly attack on innocent civilians who were going about their daily activities. This is yet another evidence of Al-Shabaab's disregard for human life. AMISOM stands with the people and government of Somalia in this trying moment and will continue supporting their efforts to bring peace and normalize life in the country, said the special representative of the chairperson of the African Union Commission for Somalia and head of AMISOM, Ambassador Francisco Madeira. Ambassador Madeira sends his condolences to the bereaved families and wishes a speedy recovery to the injured.
These days, our homes are no longer just the places we live. It's where we attend meetings, go to class, keep each other safe, and entertain ourselves. To do this smoothly, you need a reliable internet connection. Connect your home online with MTN WakaNet Max, a fast and reliable home internet solution to power your streaming, gaming, online classes, work, and CCTV security cameras. The MTN WakaNet Max starter kit comes with a free 4G router, SIM card, and 35 GB bundle with no validity, all at 245,000 Uganda shillings. Visit any MTN service center to sign up.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back, and it's now time for sports news, and right into it. The Uganda Under-20 Women's National Team has stepped up preparations. They're ahead of FIFA Under-20 Women's Cup qualification matches against South Africa. Now, the team has been also boosted by the timely arrival of teenager Lilian Mutuzo in camp at Crane's Paradise Hotel in Chisasi, taking the number of players to 28. Let's take a look.
Okugezebwa ne tiimu y'abalenzi omupiira ogunsanyusiza nnyo nti kyenabadde ngezaako okunoonya mu balenzi ye supiidi then ne bawala bange basobola okuba holdinga ekinsanyusiza nti bakoze bulungi ddala wadde omupiira tetugugobye naye nga okugezaamu friendly njagadde tebadde nnungi nnyo gyensuubira nti eneddako gyensuubira nga yesembayo egenda kuba etutwala mwetwagala okutuuka. A very good test from the game we played against the boys. Actually, I've loved it. Though the scores were not that pleasing, but it was really a very good game. I was testing the endurance of my girls and the speed, which the boys have given me a very big improvement. When you look at the game we played and the game played last time, this one has been wonderful and very promising from the girls.
And that brings us to the end of our lunchtime edition, this 26th day of November 2021. My name is Wadulo Mark, and stay tuned for more news in our subsequent bulletins. Have a good afternoon.